just happened? It's actually not too far from here. South Boulevard, Del Perro, and Portola. King Force 1076 to 1032 South Boulevard, Del Perro, and Portola. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. Can I ask you to place your hands above your head, please?
Hello.
How you doing?
Alright.
Would you place your hands above your head for me, please? King Force 1023 on scene on 1032's North Rockford Drive in Portola. One subject on scene, compliant. Alright, don't move. King 4 dispatch, 1032 is going to be code 4, one in custody. Alright, ma'am. Before I ask you any questions, I'm going to make you aware of the rights to this great country of ours ensures you. You've got the right to remain silent if you choose to. Anything you do decide to say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You've got the right to an attorney if you want one, but just can't afford it. One to be appointed by state if available. You understand your rights, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Alright, give me just 1 second here, make sure the scene is safe before I start asking you questions, okay? Don't go in a place. Zero, where are you at? Hey, that's my dog. Dumb dog, what are you doing over there? Come on.
Wow.
Alright. Zero, come here. Foos. Foos. Alright, sets in. Sets in. Bradford Hunt. Alright, man, my name's Trooper Ripley with the San Andreas State Police. Would you mind explaining to me what it is I'm rolling up to right here?
There's this guy that was in a, taxi, and he just decided to start shooting the guy in the gray vehicle over there.
Okay, guy in a taxi cab just started shooting him for no reason?
I have no idea. All I remember is that
Callum Morgan.
I was coming down this road here, and he ended up started shooting at the gray car, unless it's meant for me, but the gray car got the brunt of everything, and only thing I did is crash into the gray car because it swerved and hit me.
Okay, so you're over here. What are you doing in this area anyway? You doing some shopping or something, or what's your business in this area?
I was literally just going to get my car repaired. As you could tell, it had a previous damage to it, and then this accident just caused even more damage to my vehicle.
Okay. Alright, so you're looking for an auto mechanic. You're in this area. You see this taxi cab driver start opening fire on that gray Emperor over there. And then the Emperor, swerves into your lane, hits you, and then you got disabled?
Exactly. Yeah, I was in, you know, where that, Marcus store is. I was coming down here, and all I heard was shots fired before I could even stop my car. Because it doesn't really stop anymore because of the damage done to it.
The brakes are shot? Alright.
Yeah. I couldn't stop in time, and basically I got into the midst of it, and the car hit me.
Alright. Alright, that sounds like a pretty reasonable story. Now, you sure you're not leaving any part of the story out to make yourself seem, you know, in a certain light or anything? Am I going to find out any unfortunate, you know, pieces of evidence that are going to lead me to believe that maybe you lying or withholding the truth from me?
No, sir. I do have a weapon. I do have a permit for it, but I
That's
wasn't
fine. I
shooting
support
at
your
the time.
right to bear arms, your Second Amendment rights. I'll just make sure your paperwork's all in order, but other than that, you're completely support your rights.
Yes, sir. As I said, I just wanted to get my car fixed. That's all I was doing.
Sure thing, sure thing. All right, you have a driver's license on you? Library card? Anything's got your name on it, ma'am?
It's in the back right pocket.
Let me see if I can find it here. Back right, you said. I think I found it. Aubrey Lynn, Lyn, is your last name?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Lynn, I'll go ahead and tuck this back into your pocket here. Let me just run your name through our criminal database, make sure there's no warrants for your arrest here. Is there anything on your person I need to be aware of? Guns, knives, explosives, besides the gun you already indicated.
I have a switchblade and a gun. That's it.
That's fine. Switchblades aren't illegal. Would you consent to a search of your person?
I don't mind. You could search.
All right. I'm just gonna check the date of your weapons license as well. Where is that, in your wallet or something? Your concealed carry permit card?
I think that's in my vehicle. Actually, I don't really carry the permit around.
Looks like it's right here in the wallet here. Yeah, it looks like it's valid through 2020, so there's no problems with that. Weapon is legally licensed to you. Everything looks fine. All right, so let me just check one thing here because I just want to make sure your story adds up. Aubrey, something here's not adding up. The story you just gave me and the evidence before me, there's a conflict here. It needs to be reconciled, you know what I mean?
Oh, prior to this, I was at the gun range. I did leave that
Okay, so
out.
you left out the part of the story where you fired your weapon? Is that what you're trying to tell me now when I gave you an opportunity earlier to make sure everything was, clear? And you said that, no, I'm not withholding anything?
I do apologize. I was at the gun range earlier today. Prior to this.
Okay. All right. So now that you got gunshot residue that you claim was from earlier, and I respond to shots of gunfire for calls of gunshots in this area. I roll up. I see you with a firearm and gunshot residue on your hands at the exact scene of the crime. You're trying to tell me that you don't know nothing about that? Some mysterious man in the taxi cab that was gone before wasn't described, and I mean all I see is that car over there with the gunshots in it, and I see you with a gun in your pocket there. I don't see no taxi cab or nobody else. You know what I mean? You know how that looks, right? Looks pretty guilty to me.
That's because he fled the scene.
I don't mean to doubt your story, man, but I was right around the corner. When I was actually at a traffic stop and I heard the gunshot, I came flying around here. I mean, they must have gone off in an awful hurry, if they didn't have time. I mean, I saw you. I didn't see them. Are you sure you didn't get in a car accident and then have a little case of road rage? Maybe you got frustrated with the gentleman that hit you and decided you were going to shoot him? Are you sure that's not what happened, ma'am?
Alright, I'm
You wanna be honest with me now?
about it. Okay,
Alright now.
I will. I did have road rage. He smacked into me. I fired.
Yes. All right. Now, did he intentionally hit you, ma'am, or what was the nature of this accident that caused this violent occurrence to happen? What exactly the scenario here? Because you appear to be in the correct lane of travel.
I had a green light. I will admit that I was a tad bit speeding. But not by
Speed may have been a
much.
factor.
And he decided to go through a red light and turn through a red light, and I crashed into him. As I said, the brakes are gone on that car. I really cannot control the brakes very well, so I did have a green light, and I went through it. He had a red light, as far as I know, and I ended up crashing into him.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and search around the area for additional evidence. I'm sure that's the case. Let me just search the area. I'll canvas a little bit, make sure that everything's still safe. I'll be back with you in just a second, okay? King Ford UC1 direct.
UC1 is friendly in his head.
Go for UC1.
On his back.
I'm not sure how bored you are, but I got a murder out here, and I just wanted to know if you want an opportunity to survey the scene.
10-4, CID is 76, that's 1020. What is the 1020?
Alright, murder victim's gonna be located at Boulevard Del Perro and Portola Drive. Shit, how did... Yeah, I know. We're going to try and make sure that I'm going to sentence her very lightly for participating in this RP, especially when things are so quiet right now. I'm definitely not going to throw the book at her or anything, but, oh, good, he's almost here. Aubrey Lynn.
Oh my god.
DOA, I'm afraid.
Oh Jesus. We got gunshots in the side of the car here. The hell's it? What's? Is that the suspect over there?
Yes, sir. Her name is Aubrey Lynn. She indicated when I first arrived, she has been Mirandized, mind you. Indicated when she arrived that she was in a minor traffic incident with this fellow. A male in a blue and yellow taxi cab was on scene, became enraged and fired upon the vehicle. She said she had nothing to do with it. The taxi cab apparently hit her car as it attempted to flee. When I checked her, she did have a firearm on her. It is properly licensed, and her license to carry is still valid, but unfortunately I gave her multiple chances to make sure that she wasn't leaving anything out of the story. She claimed she was telling me the whole truth. I performed a gunshot residue test on her, came back positive. At that point her story started to change. She started to crack. I believe she's ready to confess.
Oh.
Alright.
A lot of calling the big leagues.
Detective Ripley. Okay. Alright, very thorough. Good shit.
Poor guy didn't get to finish his coke. Look at it. It's sitting inside there in the cup holder. What a waste of coke.
Hello, madam.
Hello, sir.
My name is Chief Inspector Jackie Snow of CID. Here you've been having a few problems here.
This is awesome.
Fuck. Okay. So you've been having a few problems, madam?
God, whatever.
Yes, sir. As I said, I was coming from another train station over there. That's the direction I was in. And I was heading towards to get my car
awesome.
fixed because the brakes, and I was in a previous accident prior, and I just wanted to get it fixed before it was even more damaged. And I had the green light. I went through it, and that gray vehicle over there decided to think that it'd be nice to also go through a red light and smash right into me. He was turning, and as I said, I was a little bit speeding, but not by much, and I was just trying to get to the to Los Santos Customs, and I didn't make it there, and I kind of got mad at the guy.
That's a good idea, Mike. I'm gonna do that.
I was already in an accident prior, and all I wanted to do was get into, you know, to get my car repaired, and
Interesting.
He went through a red light.
Okay, let's paint a picture here, man. And what was your name?
Aubrey?
Aubrey.
Aubrey Lynn.
Aubrey Lynn. Okay. Let's just paint a picture here, Aubrey. You're speeding through the city like a complete fucking maniac. You have no regard for anyone's life or the safety of yourself or even the condition of your vehicle. You go speeding through a red light. You get hit by one of the cars. You step out of your vehicle. You go fucking ape shit. You start pointing your gun and you do some crazy shit. You start pointing and shooting and then he's dead. And then you turn up, you lie to an officer, and now we're here.
That's not exactly it, because I wasn't, like, speeding like a
Did you
maniac.
shoot him? Did you shoot him, Aubrey? Did you shoot him?
Yes, sir, I did. But I wasn't speeding like a maniac.
Case closed, Ripley. Case fucking closed. She's just admitted to it.
Snow, can I talk to you about something real quick?
Jesus Christ.
Look, I just ran the ID on that fella who just got killed over here by this lady. This fella's a bad dude, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
He's got multiple warrants for his arrest in across the country. He's apparently a felon, a convicted cop killer, and he had multiple warrants for his arrest for violent felonies.
So she kind of did us a favor in a way.
She did. I went ahead and checked the glove box. He had some serious shit in there. He had some firepower and looked to me like I was fixing to go on a murder spree. Might be serendipity that she stopped
what
him.
would be, well, I'm happy to agree with you. Would you, what would be your decision in this kind of situation, Ripley?
Well, sir, if it's up to me, I'd say, I mean, she committed a felony here. We can't let her just go off the hook, you know, scot-free, but I'd be inclined to allow her to remain with her weapons license. I'd relieve her of her firearm at this time and sentence her to a single count of manslaughter and probably leave it at that.
Okay. Well, I agree with all of that. I think I'm going to leave it down to your judgment, Ripley. You've got everything covered here. But I appreciate you calling me down. She's definitely guilty, but again, I'm going to leave it down to your judgment. Did a good job.
Yeah, I would have hit her with the obstruction of justice for lying through her teeth at me, but she did crack eventually. She saw the light, so we'll give her some credit on that one.
First week I...
Alright, Detective Trooper Ripley. Lovely. Alright, good shit.
Yeah.
Now, poor man won't be able to go back to his family, his wife and kid.
Negative.
Well, McCormick, that man happened to be a highly dangerous convicted felon, multiple cop killer. I checked his criminal record, and he wasn't exactly an angel. In fact, Miss Aubrey here might have done us all a service here by taking care of him before he could kill again. I'm not sure if you know who that man is you just killed, ma'am, but he wasn't no angel.
Was he on the top 10 list?
I didn't check the Los Angeles top list, but he had some firepower in his glove box, and from what I could find in his interior compartment, it looked like he was fixing to kill some people. He had some duct tape. He had his gun ready to go. He had a list of names.
Chloroform, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it was in a box labeled "My Tools."
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty weird stuff. But anyway, he's out of the picture now. Tell you what, Miss Aubrey, you was relatively cooperative with me. You did try and lie at first. I think you panicked. I think you're a good person. You just, you know, you didn't quite know how to handle the situation. You ain't got no warrants for your arrest. So, ordinarily, based on the evidence of what I see happen here, you would ordinarily be charged with manslaughter, with actually first-degree murder, or second-degree murder. You'd have your weapons license taken away. You'd be hit with obstruction of justice for lying. And, you know, your car would probably be impounded. But as it is, he was cooperative with us. You didn't try and shoot me. You didn't try and, you know, do anything too bad. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get you loaded in the car here.
I would never shoot an officer.
No, goodness, no. I certainly suspect that's the case. But we're going to go easy on you. We're going to take your cooperation into consideration here. We're going to get you loaded in my cruiser. And we're going to be booking you on second degree on manslaughter for the what I'm going to call is an accidental murder of that civilian over there. We're going to relieve you of your firearm, but we are going to allow you to keep your weapons license at this time, and we'll wipe the obstruction of justice off the tape, okay?
I do appreciate it.
I'm gonna take your firearm at this time, put that in the evidence lockup. I'm gonna take your switchblade as well.
Okay.
Weapons. Alright, ma'am. Go ahead and put you in back of my cruiser here. Watch your head. Alright, King 40, UC1, thanks for the backup. Thank you, McCormick, as well. Alright, come on, Zero, what are you doing?